Okay, so today we are going to solve a numerical, the numerical for the determination of voltage regulation by EMF method and MMF method. So the example is such that a three-phase star-connected alternator, uh, 100 kVA, 2000 volt, 50 hertz, gave following data on OC and short circuit test, open circuit and short circuit test. The effective armature resistance is 0.2. Determine the voltage regulation at 0.8 power factor lag and 0.8 power factor lead by MMF method and EMF method. So the given data is, in this case, the data is given as field current is 10 ampere, 20 ampere, 25 ampere, 30 ampere, 40 ampere, and 50 ampere. Corresponding open circuit voltage is 800 volt. As it is connected in the star, so definitely it is a line-to-line voltage. 800 volt, 1500 volt, 1760 volt, 2000 volt, 2350 volt, and 2600 volt. And the short circuit current at 20 ampere is 200, 25 ampere is 250, and 30 ampere is 300 volt. So first of all, we will try to calculate the voltage regulation by EMF method. First we will draw the graph for open circuit test and short circuit test. So this is the graph. This graph is for open circuit and short circuit on the given data. So on the x-axis 10 ampere current, on the x-axis 10 ampere, 20 ampere, 30 ampere, 40 ampere, and 50 ampere, and so on. Whereas on the y-axis it is EMF per phase we have taken. This is the EMF per phase we have taken, and here is the short circuit current. So this is the open circuit voltage and this is short circuit current. In the given data, 300 ampere up to 30 ampere field current, the data is given. Say for example at 30 ampere the current is 300 ampere. See here on the 30 field ampere, on the 30 current field current, 30 field current, the current is 300 ampere. But we found that if you calculate the synchronous impedance at linear part, the value of synchronous impedance is higher than the actual value. So it is better to calculate the synchronous impedance to the higher value of current, isn't it? So if you are going to calculate the higher value of current, we can say that at 50 ampere, at say this is 40, okay, and this is 50 ampere or 55 ampere is there. At 55 ampere, the voltage is high 1, and here we are getting the current is 500 ampere. Okay, so what we will do from this the graph, we try to solve the numerical by EMF method first. So it is found that terminal voltage VT is equal to rated voltage divided by √3 is equal to 1155 volt. Okay, whereas the full load current I is equal to, it is a 1000 kVA transformer into 10⁻³ divided by √3 into 2000 volt rated voltage phase to phase. So we get line voltage and line voltage and line current and phase current is same. So 289 ampere is the full load. Now from the OCC, from OCC and SCC, we found that the open circuit voltage open circuit voltage VOC is equal to 1500 volt, and corresponding the field current corresponding the short circuit armature current is equal to 500 ampere at excitation current, or the current field current is equal to 50 ampere. It means that synchronous impedance ZS is equal to VOC per phase divided by ISC at IF is equal to. So here it means that here VOC is a 1500 volt divided by 50 divided by 500 ampere. Field current is equal to 50. So ZS is equal to 3. Now see in the figure itself, if you are going to calculate at rated voltage, so the rated voltage from the data itself, it is found that here the rated voltage is 200 and current is 300 ampere. So if you are going to calculate the value of impedance at this value, say for example at ZS is equal to rated voltage is 2000 divided by √3. Current at this value is 300 ampere, and field current is equal to here the field current is equal to 30 ampere. So what would be the value of ZS? So the value of ZS is 1155 divided by 300. So it is 3.85. So it will be 3.85. So again, it is a higher one. So therefore, it is better to calculate the impedance value, synchronous impedance value at saturated region. So it is quite better to calculate this one. Now the value of excess synchronous impedance, synchronous reactance is equal to ZS square minus RA square, which is equal to 3 square minus 0.2 square and under root, whole value under root, and it is equal to 2.99. Now calculate excitation EMF. Excitation EMF at 0.8 power factor lag. That is cos theta is equal to 0.8 and sin theta is equal to 0.6. So we can calculate excitation EMF EF is equal to VT cos theta plus IA RA bracket square plus VT sin theta plus IA excess bracket square, and this is total under root. Okay. So if you put these values, we found the value is say 1155 into 0.8 plus 289 into 0.2 bracket square plus say it is EF square value. Okay, so we'll just remove the under root sign. So it is 1155 into 0.6 plus 289 into 4.99 bracket square, and its value is 1840. 1840. Okay, so therefore percentage regulation is equal to 1840 40 minus 1155 divided by 1155 into 100. So the percentage regulation is 59%. So it is very high. So it is regulation at 0.8 power factor lag. Okay. Now for 0.8 B part, 0.8 power factor lead. So we can write as the equation is as it is, EF square under root, or it is a VT cos theta plus IARA bracket square plus VT sin theta minus IARA minus IA excess. So this is minus IA excess bracket square. So if you put these values, we found the voltage is 996 volt, and hence percentage regulation is equal to minus 13.6%. So this is the percentage regulation at 0.8 power factor lag. Now we will calculate this the same from same data by the MMF. Now here next is the MMF. So what is the first step? The first step is to draw OCC and IC on the graph paper, which we have considered over here. We have considered this is the so this is our graph paper, and from this graph paper we have already drawn OCC and IC. 1 cm on x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 ampere. It is a DC current. On y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 volt. That is the open circuit per phase voltage, and 1 centimeter is equal to it is a 50 ampere. It is the short circuit armature. Okay, so this is our graph paper. Okay, now the second step, first step is over to draw the OCC and IC. Second step is to find E dash. Second step is to find E dash. E dash is equal to VT plus IARA, and it is 1155 100 and okay, it is correct. Okay, 1155. So it is a 0.8 plus J 0.6. First part we are doing plus 289 into 0.2. So the its magnitude and phase angle is 1202 volt at an angle of 35.2 degree. It means that the magnitude of E dash is equal to 1202 volt, and angle alpha is equal to 35.2 degree. Okay. Now what is the next step? Next is to find the locate the value of E dash on the graph paper and find out the value of field current required, and that is nothing but the FR1. So FR1 is the corresponding value of E dash from OCC and value of field current. So we will go to the graph paper. Now in the graph paper here it is the E dash is there, and from if you go to the E dash to the OCC, and from the OCC come to the x-axis, and it is around more than 30 ampere. So this current is the current of this one is equal to the current is 32 ampere. So this is 32 This is nothing but 30. So this is to 32 ampere is there. Okay, so we will write F1 is equal to 32 ampere FR1. So FR1 in the polar form, it is 32 into bracket cos 90 plus alpha plus j sine 90 plus alpha. We are going to here, I'm going to calculate at 0.8 power factor lag. Okay, so therefore it is 0.8 and 0.6. So the values are, for this, the values are minus 18.35 plus J 26.2 ampere. So this is the value of FR1. Okay. Now what is next? Next step is to find FA plus FAL. That is the field current required to circulate full load short circuit armature current. Okay, so from the graph, the full load current is 289, means nearly 300 ampere is there. So this is the 300 and slightly less than 300 ampere, and it is around less than 330 ampere. So because in the given data 30 ampere will circulate 300 ampere short circuit armature current. So here it is found to be nearly FA plus FAL is equal to 29 ampere. Okay, so we will write FA plus FAL is 29 ampere, or it is ampere. Therefore FF is equal to FR1 minus FA plus FAL. So which is equal to FA plus, so it is a minus 18.35 plus J 26.222 plus, sorry, it is a minus J. Okay, so it is not minus J, it is a so this value is 26.2 minus 29, and hence your FF is equal to its value is 54.11 at an angle of 150. But we are interested in magnitude of FF is equal to 54.11 ampere. Now again, from the graph paper, say this is the 50 ampere, and here it is the 54 ampere is there, 54 point something ampere is there. Now if you go to the OCC, it will intersect the OCC point over here and find out the what is the value of open circuit voltage. So the open circuit voltage is 1540. So we will write the open circuit voltage is, so the corresponding, therefore EF is equal to 1540 volt from OCC corresponding to FF is equal to 54 ampere. Okay, so now the percentage regulation is equal to 1540 minus 1155 divided by 1155 into 100. So the percentage regulation is 33%. So see here, the voltage regulation on the same data, the voltage regulation found by EMF method or synchronous impedance method, it is 59 ampere, whereas by the MMF method it is 33 point this one Now we can calculate at part B of the second one also at 0.8 power factor leading. So what is the change? The change is that the value of E dash can be calculated as Vt into cos theta minus j sin theta and plus Ia Ra. So this is the change, and it is found that the E dash magnitude is same. It is 1202 volt, but alpha is equal to minus 35. Alpha is equal to minus 35. Therefore, the value of FR1 is remains same. Your FR1 magnitude is 32 ampere as usual because it is corresponding to the voltage E dash. But FR1 we are going to calculate in the polar form. It is 32 into bracket cos of 90 minus. So cos of 90 plus, so it is a cos of 90 minus 35. Earlier it is a plus 1 plus j sin 90 minus 35, and hence the value of FR1 is 18 plus, it is 18.35 plus j 26. Now FA plus FAL will remain same, and therefore the FF is found as 28 ampere, and hence the excitation EMF will be smaller, and it is found to be a 1100. So therefore percentage regulation is equal to open circuit voltage is 1100 minus 1155 terminal voltage divided by 1155 into 100. So the percentage regulation for the leading power factor is minus 4.7%. Okay, so this is the things which we have calculated. Now we are going to compare it, say suppose by MMF method, EMF method, EMF method and MMF method. EMF method. First is the at 0.8 power factor lag and 0.8 power factor lead. So by EMF method, it is a 59%, and by MMF method, it is 33.3%. Whereas for the leading power factor, the voltage regulation by EMF method, voltage regulation by it is nearly minus 13.6%, whereas by MMF method is minus 4.7%. So to check which is the correct value, if you go for the next method, it may be the Portier triangle method or ASA method. We definitely found that, we definitely observed that the value of voltage regulation by MMF method and the third method is nearly same, and hence the voltage regulation found by EMF method is always greater than the actual value. Therefore, it is called as a pessimistic method. So this is the numerical for determination of voltage regulation by MMF method and EMF.